Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and today's video for you guys is a July TBR. The fun part is that we're getting ChatGPT to pick my TBR this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ChatGPT to pick out 5 books, 5 prompts. I already typed out the prompt and it says, can you help me pick 5 books to put on my July TBR? 5 books they have picked: The Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley, A Tangled Web of Family Secrets and Forbidden Love, wrapped in rich prose that lure you right in. The second one is The Last House on Needless Street, which is a dark, twisted, and utterly gripping psychological thriller. Ooh, I love psychological thrillers. The Night Circus, which is magic, mystery, and romance swirl that is enchanting tale of mystical competition in traveling circus. Red Queen by Victoria, a fierce dystopian fantasy with sharp twists in heroine who's as deadly as she is captivating. And the fifth one is Anxious People by Frederick Backman, quirky, heartwarming, and wildly human, a heist story with a twist of compassion and humor. I want a mix of books that I already have on my physical shelf so I can get through my physical bookshelf, and books I don't have on my bookshelf. I have Anxious People by Frederick Backman. I do want to read that, but right now I'm trying to finish Beartown by him. I do have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I have not started that series at all yet. That's like a 5-book series, and I feel like I'm in the middle of quite a lot of series right now, so I don't really want a big series at the moment. Number 3, not that interested in right now, so we're gonna swap that out. So we're gonna keep The Paper Palace by Miranda and The Last House on Needless Street by Kat, and then we're gonna swap out The Night Circus, Red Queen, and Anxious People. Mexican Gothic, which is a gothic horror meets lush Mexican landscape with a fierce heroine uncovering dark family secrets, creepy and captivating. Serpent and Dove, a spellbinding mix of witchcraft, romance, enemies to lovers, tension that will hook you from page 1. Ooh, I love enemies to lovers. City We Became, urban fantasy where New York City itself is alive, vibrant, and fighting back against an ancient evil, a wild ride. I think we're gonna swap out 3 and 5. We're gonna keep Serpent one because I love me and enemies to lovers. Okay, the next thing they picked is The Silent Patient, which I already read, so we're gonna take that out. Oh, Silent Patient is a psychological thriller dripping with suspense about a woman who stops speaking after a shocking act. Secret unravel in whispers and shadows. Poppy War, which is a dark epic fantasy with fierce battles and gut-wrenching choices. A warrior's journey that claws its way through history and myth. So I do need to read the Poppy War, and that's actually been on my TBR for a while because of my booktuber reads video, which that is coming out soon, part 2 or part 3, I forgot. Anyways, so I think I'm gonna keep that one since it is on my physical TBR. The next book they chose is Before We Were Strangers, a bittersweet soul-burn romance about 2 souls reconnecting after years apart, with all the longing and tension of a secret whispered in the dark. Wait, that sounds really interesting. We're gonna ask it to swap out one more time to see. If not, it's something I don't want, I'm gonna keep the Before We Were Strangers. The Night Swim, dark, twisty, psychological thriller about a cold case reopening where every character has a secret sharper than a claw, perfect for keeping you on the edge. I absolutely love psychological thrillers. I might swap it out for this, not gonna lie. Yeah, we're gonna swap it out for that. The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. Second book is The Paper Palace by Miranda Heller. Third book is Serpent and Dove by Shelby. The fourth book is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. And then the fifth book is The Night Swim by Megan Golden. So those are the 5 books that they have picked out for me. And now we're gonna ask ChatGPT to give me 5 prompts. Can you give me 5 prompts so I can pick out books from my bookshelf to put on my July TBR. Okay, the first one is pick a book with a cover that has your favorite color. Choose a book you bought but you have never read. It's like majority of my books. 3, grab a book with fewer than 300 pages. Find a book by an author who starts with the same letter as you. Ooh, okay. My favorite color is yellow. Yellow or pink.
10 years later.
Okay, I have a bunch of books next to me. Happy Place by Emily Henry. So the spine is like a yellow and then the front is pink. So 2 of my favorite colors. Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapena. And I read The Couple Next Door back in high school and she's been one of my favorite authors ever since. It has like yellow on it but pink spine. Next one is also by the same author but it's Someone We Know and it has yellow spine, yellow words. Say You Swear and it's pink. Summer in the City, which is by Alex Asser, and this is full on pink. Like, hello. Next one is a trilogy, and this is the first book of it, and this is The Woven Kingdom. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and it's all pink but has some yellow in it. Next one is Night Shift, and this is full on pink. It's debatable. It's The Favorites, and this is like more of a gold. Favorites is not on Kindle Unlimited. The thing is, I don't think I can be bringing this with me because it is a bigger book and I want something smaller and lighter, if that makes sense. So we're not going to be choosing The Favorites. I would love to choose Night Shift because it is a smaller book. I'm not feeling this at the moment, so we're not going to be choosing this. Great Big Beautiful Life. This was actually on my TBR last month. I'm also not going to be bringing this because of how big it is. It is not on Kindle Unlimited, so we would not be picking this. For all yellow book, I'm kind of leaning towards This Woven Kingdom. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so we're going to put this aside. It is not on Kindle Unlimited, but I could bring this if I want to. Say You Swear. It is not all pink, but it does have pink, and I know this is on Kindle Limited. Some of you know it's not on Kindle Limited. Both of these are not on Kindle Limited. Choose a book you bought but I've never read. Almost like half of the books on my bookshelf. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This has been on my TBR for a while now. Actually, it was in my June TBR. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, or the Mindfuck series. Okay, I'm kind of leaning towards the Fine Print and the Mindfuck series. So the Mindfuck series is on Kindle Unlimited, and I'm literally leaning towards this one, and also the Fine Print. It doesn't hurt to have both, because if it's on Kindle Unlimited, I can just pick and choose which one I want to read. I'm going to choose these two, because these two has been on my bookshelf for a while now. Grab a book with fewer than 300 pages. The first thing I can think of is Little Stranger by Lee Rivers, because this actually I was supposed to read, but I just never got around to it. I've been reading other books instead. Find a book with an author whose name starts with the same as you. Cycle Shifter by Jasmine Mass, Marriage by Genevieve Rose. These two are my new additions, and I just, honestly, I really want to read both. So ChatGPT has chose for my July TBR, Last House on Needless Street by Katrina Ward, The Paper Palace by Miranda Heller, Serpent and Dove by Shelby, The Poppy War by R.F. Kwong, The Night Swim by Megan Golden, Cycle Shifters by Jasmine Mass, and The Perfect Marriage by Genevieve Rose. And both of these are on Kindle Unlimited. Little Stranger by Lee Rivers, The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and the Mindfuck series, books 1 through 4. So for the Mindfuck series, obviously for July, my goal is to read book 1. Sorry, my mic died, guys. Woven Kingdom, and this is book 1 of a trilogy, and this is actually on KU, Say You Swear, because of the pink spine. So those are all the books that I'll be reading for my July TBR. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what is on your July TBR. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!